Welcome back to Faces and Places across the United States. Today we have Sandra talking to our guest Carla in Miami, Florida. Welcome back.
Hello everyone and welcome to our web chat Faces and Places across the United States. My name is Sandra and I'll be your host today. Today I'll be talking with our guest Carla. Welcome to our chat, Carla.
Good morning.
It's so wonderful to have you here in our American English at State Facebook page.
Thank you for having me.
We are delighted that you have joined us for this web chat. Before we begin, we want to ask our audience, where are they joining us from today? Please let us know in the comments box. Carla, thanks again for being here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from? Where are you now? And what do you do?
Well, I'm originally from Nebraska, which is a state in the middle of the United States. But now I call my home Miami, Florida. Since 1996, I have lived here, and this is now where I call home. And it's much different from Nebraska. As you can see, it's a peninsula and it's surrounded by water, and Miami is right on the coast.
So how's the weather today?
The weather today is gorgeous. The sun is shining and the sky is blue and it's very hot and humid.
Wow, it sounds like a nice day to be out. What do you do, Carla?
Well, I teach English to university students. And I just returned from China. I was teaching English in Beijing, China. And now I'm teaching here in Miami.
Oh, wow, very nice. Thanks for telling us a little bit about you and the weather. And I'm here in Washington, D.C. The weather is pretty warm today. So we ask our audience where they're joining us from. And we have Adnan Ghani from Pakistan. We have Hari Lal from India. We have Alina Sasasvaya Kabaya from Moscow. We have Lynn Indra from Indonesia. We have David from Taiwan. We have people from Egypt. We have Analia from Argentina. We have Eng Azar from Jordan. We have Pavarit from Thailand. We have Giovanni from Ecuador. We have people from Ethiopia, from Colombia, from Italy. We have people from Guatemala, and we have Naima from Tunisia, and we also have El Nur from Azerbaijan. So we have people from all over the world. It's great to see also Karen from Bolivia. So Carla, I asked people what they knew about Miami and Florida and what questions they had for you. And we had some great questions and great comments. We have Pedro saying that he doesn't know much about Miami, but he knows that Miami is the cultural, economic, and financial center of Florida and is beautiful and is famous for its beautiful beaches. We also have Ahad, who was excited to watch us today. We have Hamza saying the city, he only knows the city by television. We have Faiza saying students want to know about the weather, which we already talked a little bit about it, and an educational institution in Miami. So we'll be asking you about that. We also have Sliman Hauda saying, looking forward to following the conversation. We have Arellano Klaus saying, it's a beautiful city and you can go shopping and the Dolphin Mall. And we have Pedro who wants to know what are some historical places, what universities are out there. And we have Umahad excited to follow this episode. So Carla, we have a lot of questions for you today.
Hey, I'm excited to see so many different places represented.
Yeah, so let's start with Florida. Florida is known as the Sunshine State. Can you tell me why?
Well, it is a very tropical place, and we do have a lot of sunshine. We get a lot of tropical thunderstorms that go through the area, but they last for a short period of time usually, and then the sun comes out and everybody goes back out to the beach. In the summertime, we do get hurricanes. That's one thing. Right now, we haven't had any that have come directly to us this year. We've missed them all so far.
Well, that's lucky this year for sure.
Yes.
So if somebody was going to come to Miami to visit, what do you think they should see?
Well, there are a lot of things to see in Miami. Of course, the first thing people want to see is the beach. The beaches are famous, they are beautiful, and is a lot to do at the beach. You can go scuba diving and snorkeling. There are a lot of nightclubs near Miami Beach that a lot of tourists like to go to. And this picture is a picture of Hobie Beach, which is the beach that my daughter and I like to go to with the dog. So some beaches allow dogs, and this is the one that we like to go to.
Yes, you mentioned that you like to do a lot of fun things like going to the beach is one of your hobbies.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So for me, I can get in my car and drive 30 to 40 minutes and I'll be on the beach. And if I can also take my bike and ride because it's a short distance, but with the traffic, sometimes it takes a little longer to get there.
That's very nice. That's convenient, all right? Okay, so I think we have a little bit about what Miami is like. You mentioned to me that Miami is a very diverse city. So tell me a little bit about it.
Yes, Miami was originally founded by a woman, so that's exciting to know that it's one of the major cities in the U.S. founded by a woman. And Miami has been, originally it was colonized by the Spaniards and the British. And so many different people have lived here, but the recent immigrants have been from the Caribbean and Central and South America. And so in 1959, when Fidel Castro took over in Cuba, we had a lot of Cubans come to Miami to live. And so our population is very diverse with many different immigrants coming in, and 70% of the people in Miami speak Spanish in their home. So the majority of people speak Spanish in this city.
Wow. Yeah, you mentioned that there are a few places that people like to go and visit, and one of them is one of the important landmarks of Miami. So I want to know a little bit about the Everglades. You shared some pictures with us about the Everglades. So tell me a little bit about this amazing park.
The Everglades is a unique ecosystem just outside of Miami. It's to the west, and it's like a river of grass. And it's like a swampland, and it's very unique with the animals and birds that live there, and some of them are endangered, so we really want to protect that region. But this is a picture of my friend and I walking through her land, and this has been special to me during COVID because we can't go very many places. We're confined to our homes. So this is a place that we can go and be in nature, and we walk through, and they have alligators and all kinds of birds and snakes. It's very peaceful to be out there.
Oh, it looks beautiful. I think you shared that other picture with us where you can go and have a picnic and enjoy the beauty of the Everglades.
Yes, this is her Cheeky, and we go there and have a barbecue and put up the hammocks and just relax.
Now, have you seen alligators?
I have seen alligators, not in that particular area, but just outside where the road that we drive to get there, we have seen many alligators on the road and in the canals.
I know, I always hear about all the stories of alligators in the Florida area, so you have to be careful. Definitely. You shared with me a picture of downtown Miami, and I wanted to talk to you about that picture. You can see the American Airlines Arena. And you share with me that a special team plays there. Can you talk to me a little bit about it?
So we have a lot of professional sports teams, and this particular one is the American Airlines Arena, the white building in the back, and that's where the Miami Heat play. And if you look to the right, you can see an orange tower. That's the Freedom Tower. And that's historical because it's done in the Mediterranean architectural style that was very common when the city was first being built. And it's also famous because that's where in the 60s, the Cuban exiles, the refugees, were processed when they came to the US.
And I think we have one more picture after that that shows all the green spaces that Miami has to offer. So not only the beach, but also some beautiful landscapes.
Miami has a lot of green spaces and it's green all year long. So for me, it's beautiful. I love to see the green plants and it's very soothing to me. I enjoy it.
Yeah, so now I wanted to ask you about a special place that you like to go in Miami. Do you have a special restaurant, a favorite restaurant that people probably should go if they visit Miami?
Well, the restaurants in Miami are very diverse, just like the people. We have Colombian restaurants, we have restaurants from Honduras, Peru, but the Cuban restaurants are the most, I would say we have more Cuban restaurants than anything. And if you go to Calle Ocho, you're going to find some of the most popular ones. And my favorite one is El Palacio de los Jugos. And it's an outdoor restaurant where it has a buffet of all the different foods. You can see all the food and you can go and pick what you want. Very typical, traditional Cuban cuisine. And they're also famous for their smoothies of tropical fruit. So my favorite smoothie is the mango smoothie. That's what I like to get when I go there.
I think that would probably be my favorite as well. I love mango, so I would probably enjoy that. So what are some of the things that people like about Miami?
Well, besides the beaches, there are other places to visit. Vizcaya is a famous museum. It used to be the home of a wealthy man, and now it's become a museum. It's right on Biscayne Bay, and it's a beautiful place that you can tour when you visit Miami. There's also a place called the Venetian Pool, which I don't think I have a picture of that, but it's a pool and the water comes from natural springs. So the water is the same temperature all year round, and it has a beautiful backdrop, a beautiful scenery around it. Also, we have the Fontainebleau Hotel, which is on Miami Beach. So Miami Beach on Ocean Drive has a lot of famous restaurants, hotels. Versace Mansion is there. And the Fontainebleau is a very iconic hotel.
Wow, it sounds like there are a lot of places to see and visit, not only natural and national parks, but also historic buildings to see and enjoy. So we have some questions from our audience, and one of them is about important or famous universities in Miami. Can you tell us a little bit about some important universities or famous universities?
Yes, the University of Miami is one of our most important universities here. It's a private university, and it's in a beautiful area of town. It's a gorgeous place to attend school, and it's a very well-known school. It has a law school and a medical school. Another university is Florida International University, which has a really great global program. We also have it's called Florida Memorial University, which is a historic Black university. And then we have others as well. Berry is a private, Miami-Dade College is one of the biggest community colleges in the United States, and it's very well known in the US.
So we have Karima who is watching us with some students today, and they want to know, is it true that all the tourists that visit are famous actors and actresses and rich people?
Well, Miami is known for having a lot of rich, famous people who come to vacation here or who have homes here, but not just rich people come to visit. Everybody from all over the world comes. It's a very popular tourist place. A lot of people from Europe come, from South America. A lot of South Americans come to go shopping at Dolphin Mall and to learn English. So it's not just the rich. It is an expensive city, but you don't have to be rich to visit.
Yes, we have Lisette Hernandez Bustamante asking, what is the best time to go to Miami?
Well, there's the season and the off season. The best season is the winter time and the springtime, I think, because the weather is so beautiful. It's not too hot, it's not too cold usually, but everything will, you know, hotels will be more crowded, the beaches will be more crowded, and it's more expensive. But you avoid the hurricane season. So if you come now during hurricane season, you might experience a hurricane, very unlikely, but you will definitely get caught in a rainstorm in the summertime.
Yes, that sounds like it could happen. Okay, we have a few more questions. Let's see. You talked a little bit about historical places, and are there any other places that people should visit? Museums or anything like that?
Yes, we have museums. There's a beautiful new modern art museum downtown, the Perez Art Museum, and the architecture of the building is beautiful. It's right on the bay, and it's really pretty to have lunch outside the museum and sit in the swings that they have set up outside. It's gorgeous.
Yes,
and also, sorry. I was also going to mention one of the pictures you showed was the rail system that we have, which is kind of unique, I think, to Miami, because we have a very, our base is all rock. The city has been built on rock. There's very little earth. And so it makes it very difficult to build down. So our rail system has been built above ground. And this is the rail system that you can see. Underneath the rail system, you can ride your bike for miles. So they're creating a bike path there. And these dominoes, that's just one of the stations at the University of Miami has painted their supports to look like dominoes. Dominoes is one of the favorite pastimes of the older Cuban population here.
That looks really nice. It's very eclectic.
Yeah.
Very nice. So we have a question from Irma Fitriani. Should we learn Spanish if we visit Miami?
It's not necessary. Most people, like I said, 70% of the people here speak Spanish at home, but most people speak English at work. So you don't have to speak Spanish. We have many other languages here also. A lot of Brazilians come, so a lot of people speak Portuguese as well. It is not necessary to speak Spanish. You will, maybe somebody at the store or at the restaurant will start speaking to you in Spanish, but when they realize that you don't speak Spanish, they will switch to English.
Very nice. We have one more question from Yasmin Rosillo asking, how far is Orlando from Miami?
So right now you have to go by car or bus to get to Orlando, and it's about 3.5 hours by car. They are working on a rail system, but it's not ready yet.
Very nice. So Carla, believe it or not, our time is up. It's been a pleasure to have you with us today. You have really done a great job telling us a little bit about Miami. I'm sure we're going to have a lot more questions in our Facebook page, so we'll try to get to them at some point today. But thank you so much for sharing your stories and for sharing your pictures and for telling us a little bit about your hometown of Miami.
Thank you for letting me share.
And we also like to thank our audience for such a lively engagement today. We had some great participation. We hope that you continue to share your ideas through social media. Don't forget to check out our amazing resources to help you practice English. You can check out our Facebook page. You can also check out our YouTube channel and our website, americanenglish.state.gov. And thanks again, everyone, for joining us. We look forward to seeing you again in a couple of weeks for our next session of Faces and Places across the United States. Thank you, Carla, again.
Thank you.
We encourage you to continue to engage with our community virtually like we are engaging with you right now. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.